45 minutes of flight time. Wheels up, wheels down. Weather in Los Angeles is it's a little depressing, it's a little bit sad. They're getting that June bloom right there at the coast. Inland a little bit, it's nice and sunny, but right there at the airport should be a little cloudy. But thank you again for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the forward doors are closed. Please place your devices in airplane mode. We're ready to go. Good afternoon. Safety is our highest priority. We appreciate your attention while we share some important safety information. Please review this safety card in front of you, which shows what to do when an unlikely event of an emergency. We have 4 emergency exits, 2 exits forward and 2 exits aft. The exits are equipped with evacuation slides. All exits are marked with red and white signs, and a dark cabin floor level lighting will mark the routes to the exits. Take a moment to look around. Unlocking your nearest exit, it may be behind you. To fasten your seatbelt, place the flat end into the buckle and tighten by pulling on the strap, and unbuckle by lifting on the top. Keep your seatbelt fastened low and tight whenever you are seated, and remain in your seat when the seatbelt sign is on. If needed, an oxygen mask will drop from above your seat in the overhead panel located in the lavatories. Stay seated and pull it down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove the mask from the clip and place the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth. Then secure with the elastic band, tighten by pulling on the ends. The bag will not inflate, however, oxygen will be flowing. Refer to the passenger safety card for instructions on the use of the oxygen mask. Your seat cushion may be used as a flotation device if necessary. Pull it up and away from the seat frame and put your arms through the straps on the underside of the cushion. Rest your upper body on the cushion. If you're traveling with an infant, infant-like vests are located in a rear overhead bin identified with a placard. Instructions for the use of the infant-like vest on the safety information card. Flight attendants will distribute infant-like vests if needed. Photo law requires you to comply with all crew member instructions, lighted signs, and posted placards. Your safety and well-being are important to us. Please report any unwelcome behavior to a crew member. Smoking, vaping, using chewing tobacco, and consuming your own alcohol are prohibited, as are tampering with, disabling, or destroying laboratory smoke detectors. For security reasons, no line may form at the forward lavatory. Please use the lavatory in the cabin in which you are seated if possible. Help us get ready for takeoff by making sure your seatbelt is fastened, your seat back and tray tables are up, and devices are unplugged from the seat power. All bags and larger items, including laptops, are completely under the seat in front of you. Thank you for your attention. We'll be dimming the cabin lights for departure. Your waiting line is directly above you. We hope you enjoy our 55-minute flight to Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we are number 1 for departure. Flight attendants, please be seated. Los Angeles. Please drop off anything you're working on. If it gets put away laptops and larger items for landing. We'll be collecting all service items and anything you'd like us to take.
If I were a stewardess, I probably wouldn't wear my heels unless there was a lot of important passengers.
We'll be landing in Los Angeles soon. Please bring your seat back and tray tables up. And if seated in first class, please unplug devices from the seat power. Make sure bags and larger items, including laptops, are completely under the seat in front of you or overhead. Smaller devices must be held or secured. Fasten your seatbelt and remain seated for the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Los Angeles.
Please stay clear of the doors and galleys while flight attendants conduct arrival duties when attendants to San Jose for arrival. Contact standby for call. Please keep your seatbelts on and your belongings stored until we reach the gate. If your phone is closed, you can take it out of airplane mode. Make sure you have all your belongings. Our pilots will turn off the seatbelt sign when it is safe to get out. For those of you connecting to another flight, all checked baggage will be transferred for you with our baggage service guarantee. Your luggage will be a baggage claim within 20 minutes of our arrival at the gate. Welcome to Los Angeles and have a good rest of your next evening. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much. The wine really made it easy. You know where the Starbucks is? I appreciate that. Sick.
Okay. You're on the second floor?
Yes.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
vampus with anything new or anything blue. My diploma is now in coma, my studying too is pretty near through. I've found a new collegiate hop, I dance till I drop, and I never stop. If you want to see what is getting me, I'll show you how to do Collegiana, see how it's done. Easy as pie and lots of fun. You never have to study this muddy water hop. Miss Pollyanna never was glad until she grabbed an undergrad and did Collegiana. It never was a flop. Honor students and every pedagogue all go to pedagogue at night. Two-step, new step, you get along with me, you'll get a new degree dancing. You're gonna burn up, turn up your heel, air your books, you'll begin to feel. You know the new Hosanna, Collegiana reel.
Oh, yes!
Collegiana started at
Yale,
spread out to
Princeton,
blazed a trail. It murdered them at
Harvard,
and dazzled
Old Penn State, Army, Navy, and Notre Dame.
started to dance and spread the fame of this Collegiana, 'cause it was something great.
Cornell, Dartmouth, and Pennsylvania.
All got the mania, and how
Oh, that's Lehigh, knee-high to step to it.
there's lots of pep to it. Hear me.
And hot old fellows with lumbago and high yellows away. They go to jump right in and give it all that they've got. They say that when that river bottom covered with ooze started to squirm, couples dance, that's the movement they use. Just like a worm, black bottom, a new rhythm. When you spot 'em, you go with 'em and do that black, black bottom all the day long.
Oh. Fantastic.
Gangster Squad. Are you ready or not? Yes, she'll be my guest. You better be there. Are you playing cards? No, that's all you're gonna get. I've got to remember my lines. I'll drink to that. All right, Frank. Okay, that'll be great. Bye-bye. Hello? Okay. Uh-huh. Good morning. You know, the light bulb must have burned out last night.
I'll call it in right now, miss.
All right.
Have a great day. I got a cook
Thank
for
you.
My pleasure.
I'm on my way. I was just practicing routine.
rose stops crying, I'll come back to you some sunny day. Every night you'll know that I'll be pining, every hour a year while I'm away. Dry those big brown eyes and smile, dear, banish those tears and don't cry. Kiss me once again and hold me, Mexicana rose, goodbye. But I found out that this will never do. When you roll, you don't last long. You're just today and then tomorrow you're gone. I loved a man for many years gone by. I thought his love for me would never die. He made some changes that would never do. From now on I'm going to make some changes. There'll be a change in the weather, a change in the sea. From now on there'll be a change in me. My walk will be different, my talk and my name. There's nothing about me gonna be the same. I'm gonna change my way of living. If that ain't enough, then I'll change the way I strut my stuff. 'Cause nobody wants you when you're old and gray. There'll be some changes made today. There'll be some changes made. There'll be a change in the fashion, a change in the tune. There's a new way I'm gonna sing the blues. I must make changes from old to the new. I must do things the same as others do. I'm gonna change my long haul that ain't a little short and fast. Gonna change the number where I'm living at. I'm gonna try concealer, dye my hair. There'll be some changes made today. Oh, there'll be some changes made. be mine, and I'm a fool, but aren't we all?
That really wore me out.
chaperone can get our number. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave. There's something wild about you, child, that's so contagious. Let's be outrageous, let's misbehave. When Adam won Eve's hand, he wouldn't stand for teasing. He didn't care about those apples out of season. They say the spring means just one thing to little lovebirds. We're not above birds. Let's misbehave.
Let's misbehave. Let's misbehave.
You'd be just so sweet and only meet your fate, dear. 'Twould be the great event of 1928, dear.
Let's misbehave.